You said that 2 years ago you were looking at those guys on the internet doing one thing, and now you're doing this exact thing.
Yeah, but for now what I would suggest is just go back to discovery, go back to basics. A lot of things changed in the last week, to be honest, since the ceremony. Don't do it because it might be beneficial. Do it when you really feel like doing.
Bali, guys, you must be here.
I got myself a new camera. It's 6 a.m. Let's go for a walk. Last weekend I moved to a new house with 3 other friends. Really happy about it. I really like the place. And it has one major advantage. So in the south of Bali where I live, there is basically just one place where you can walk. There are 1,000 places where you can surf, where you can train, where you can eat, but there is only one place where you can walk. And usually what I used to do and what people do is you come here with the bike, you leave a bike on the parking, and then you go for a walk. So my new house located exactly at this place, so it means that I can just leave my door and start walking. I was always finding excuses not to go for a walk, but now, since I live right here, I don't need to drive, I decided to replace my morning meditation with a morning walk and see how it affects my mood, how it affects my mental state, because morning meditation is very beneficial for me. But now, since I have this amazing advantage, let's use it fully and replace morning meditation with walk. I'm pretty excited about the coming week because my calendar is full of different meetings, different events. We have swell coming, maybe first swell of the season. So tomorrow is going to be amazing conditions for surfing. And in general, I have a lot of ideas which I cannot wait to start putting into practice. Something I've been thinking about recently is that how much I miss traveling. Because even staying in Bali, you can travel every single week, every single day to different absolutely amazing locations. I'm not promoting Bali, but that's true, is that the island has so much to offer, and I traveled a lot around the island for sure. But there are still so many things to explore, so many things to visit again, so many places to visit again. But I'm not allowing myself to do it. I said, okay, you need to lock in and execute. You need to lock in and focus on your goals. And of course, I shared in my previous video that I really want to go to Japan, Hong Kong, Australia and South Africa this year. But right now, with the construction and with the current situation, it's very difficult to imagine. But on the other hand, it always starts in imagination. It always starts with the idea. Okay, halfway back, it's 2,800 steps. So now we need to climb uphill. Now the sun is properly up.
Yeah.
I recently discovered an amazing life hack for people who try to eat less sugar. Thank you, Instagram. And now I'm doing this kind of meal prep. I put chia seeds, shredded coconut, cinnamon, cacao powder, and a bit of honey. And I'll just add plain yogurt there. Leave it in the fridge, and it will be better than any tiramisu in a restaurant. This is how it looks now. Tomorrow it's going to be delicious. Today is Monday and I'm working from home. Actually, this is my new workspace. It's in my bedroom, which is way smaller than before. But I think for work I like it even more because it's darker. It has very nice, kind of a cozy, productive setup. And I'm not planning to work a lot from home. But when I do, when I need to focus, I feel a little bit more like in a chamber. So far I'm enjoying this. That's my new workspace when I work from home. I have a swimming pool there, and this is my bed. And I also starting this week, and maybe starting the new chapter of my work in a more confident note, because I think this victim mentality that everything is difficult, that doesn't work for me, even though it's true, it doesn't help me that much. And I'm kind of back to positive visualizations. I'm reading this book, The Confident Mind, and it's all about imagining the victory before actually started to play. And also I'm reading this book, The Power of Subconscious Mind. thank you, Toms, for the present. It's also about the way how we feel inside is also the way how we'll feel outside, what will happen outside. So I decided, okay, I'll feel very confident about myself inside and the results will come. So what I did today, I opened my CRM and I see all the potential clients which are still awaiting response from them. And I decided until they really say no, until they reject me 100% and they say, okay, stop, please contacting us ever again, I will keep delivering, I will keep reminding, I will keep delivering the value. So what I did today, I have 4 clients for relatively big projects. I think combined they can be more than $20,000. And I've been waiting for response from these clients for quite a while. So what I decided to do, I decided to give them like POC, the proof of concept of solutions, which we discussed before for free. For example, I have a potential client to build a booking platform, something like Airbnb. So I built a very simple version of it and sent them. I deployed it, it's already public, and I just say, okay, look, this is what I did. Do you want to continue? Another big client wanted to make automation to process a lot of media. So I built a simple POC, I sent it to them, I said, look, this is how it works on a small scale. Do you want to continue the discussion how to build on a higher scale? Another client wanted to build a relatively complicated outreach system. So I built really simple system for them and I sent it to them. I said, hey, you can use this one, but if you want to continue the discussion which we had, I'm open. So I'm curious about this approach, and in general, I'm not going to do this mass outreach anymore. Instead of this, I will focus on targeted outreach to select my potential clients very carefully and focus about giving them value upfront. Because with software development, it's relatively easy, but I don't think many agencies or service providers are doing this. So I just sent up 4 POCs. I spent the whole morning today doing them. And let's see, I'm very curious if there will be any reaction. But for example, how it works with me, all the people I work with now, they did similar thing. They approached me by providing value upfront without any expectations. And when it came the moment to think about, okay, who to hire or who to work with, this was very clear for me. I just called them straight away. I feel good because instead of feeling like, oh, it's so difficult, I did something, I made one step closer to my goals. And it's lunchtime, but I already feel very accomplished. We still have 3 weeks left in March. I think with the right attitude, with the right mindset, we can make it a great month. So let's roll the sleeves as already done and go back to work. It's already 4 p.m. I'll go to gym now and then mobility class. And I think it's enough. I'm happy with the progress today. So today is another construction visit, probably the last one for Ramadan break. A lot of things changed in the last week, to be honest, since the ceremony. This is exactly the border of the plot and some leveling is happening there. I'm absolutely not dressed properly. That's the border. There's another one. I didn't know the pool was going to be so deep, but I guess they will put like water tanks here as well. So now you can see the plot. The pool will be here, and then house 1, house 2, house 3. Facing this direction, we will put a lot of plants here. What I like is the jungle view. This is my amazing team. Do people always dress like this when they go on construction site? Dress to impress.
Drumming, coming, keep it in.
Today I have 2 calls with my subscribers. In the description to this video you can find the link to book a call with me, just to get to know each other better. It's not a sales call, I'm not selling anything, I just want to learn about you. I want to find out how can I make better content for you. So 20 calls with potential clients, it could be both B2C, it could be B2B. Don't tell them about the product, don't tell them about anything, just ask their questions, okay, what are your problems? Something which I'm doing right now. But for now, what I would suggest is just go back to discovery, go back to basics. And once you see, okay, what all these people tell you, then you make the new message. Then you kind of nail this. It's not wrong because you are following your curiosity, like you follow your passion. So I think it's absolutely right. It's just, you need to, be more empathetic with your potential users and ask them like what exactly they need. That's exactly the point. You don't need to sell anything. Just ask them. Just ask about the problems they have. Not necessarily, I would say, you can keep what you already have, but you can use it for your future wording, for your future communication. Thank you so much for ideas. Really appreciate it. It's like I am very, very in the beginning of this, and to be honest, this is just so fulfilling to talk to the people, you know, who watch me, because every single time I question like what the fuck I'm doing, you know, like why am I even doing this? But you know, conversation like this give me some hope, you know, that I'm doing something right.
Coming, Gucci bucket hats and Louis Vuitton wallets. My hand been itching, I call it the Palm Pilot.
Now I'm going surfing. We have a bit of a swell today, and I haven't surfed for a while, so I'm going to check the waves first. It shouldn't be too big, but there's definitely some power and some size. A nice fast wave will be amazing now, you know, to give this drive, to give this confidence, to give this feeling of accomplishment. You know, like when you get a nice wave, it's just such a victory. You got adrenaline, like rah, you really make it. So I'm addicted to this feeling, and I hope to get some today. Last time I've been to this beach, I was beaten up so hard, but I need to change this mindset. Today I will score. Today I will get an amazing fast wave. I have an amazing surfing session on the sunset, so dreamy, with my friends in Impossible's beach, Bali. Guys, you must be here. And we got some really nice waves. I really feel so stretched right now with all other projects, with construction, with my existing clients, etc. That also with YouTube, filming, that I really don't have any brain power, any brain capacity for that. So my plan right now is to make sure that my current projects are completed successfully, take them as a reference, and then set up the LinkedIn outreach machine, put the fire into Ads Rapido. YouTube, of course, will remain the priority. And yeah, keep dreaming about building a passion project, something which I have in mind, that my ultimate goal is to really work on my own product, on something which I really love, but I need to pay the bills, and I need to pay the construction workers. So that's why I need to be way more active promoting my services. Just had a project submission call with one of my clients, and it turned out there was a really big misunderstanding about the scope of the work. Like the solution which I built was working great, and I think the solution is like very, very elegant, but turned out it's not exactly what they meant. It turned out there was a bit of misunderstanding in written communication, and now I have to rebuild it, which made me very, very upset, to be honest. Lessons learned, clarify everything. This is the agency work, and I burned on this before many times. You get really excited about getting the client, you get really excited about getting the project without maybe diving very deep into details. And this is the consequences. Not the best start of the day. I'm reading this book now. I already mentioned The Confident Mind, and one of the tips there is to, if you have negative self-talk, to really calm it down, like if you would like shut someone up on the street if somebody is screaming to you, and really bring good memories, really bring confident memories. But today I was very challenged. Today, the whole morning, I had a lot of doubt because, some things don't go very smooth. And when things don't go very smooth, I question even more like what I'm doing. But I promise myself I'm not going to question, I'm going to execute. I think positively. And this is what I have left. All right. It's just 11 a.m. and I can still win the day. So let's win the day. And on which part of this journey it scans like let's say the products of the master client? I drove 1 hour to Canggu to make a step and to mark a new chapter in my YouTube journey. So I got myself a new camera, and I just want to say thanks to everyone who helped me to buy it. It was a present for my birthday from my friends, and I'm really happy. Now, since I have this camera, I feel like I'm starting over from zero again. Because it took me a while, it took me 2 months to overcome this fear of using the phone and being a camera, and now it's completely different level. I thought that when I have a good camera, it will boost my confidence, but right now it works the other way around. I feel like day one again. It's an important and actually also pretty painful step to level up the game and give you the best quality possible with the resources which I have right now. It's the fourth time in my life I'm buying a camera. It never worked out because you have to deal with settings, you have to deal with large files. It's not simple, but it's the first time I actually buy a camera intentionally. So 3 times before I was just say, okay, it sounds like a good idea, let's give it a try. I play with the camera for a couple of months and then I don't use it because it's too time consuming and it's also very difficult. But this time is the first time I bought it intentionally. The camera I have right now is Sony's ZV-10 with the Sigma 16mm lenses, and I'm using still the same microphone, but I want to upgrade for the mic which is more suitable for vlogging, and I'm using this GorillaPod instead of a tripod.
My guest is someone who truly embodies the spirit of growth, both in business and in life. I'm talking about Gleb Gordeev. Gleb is based in Bali, an entrepreneur who just started building his first villa while launching. Wait, stop! We need to check again. How people are also scared because they don't know what comes up, you know? They're maybe scared of their emotions, of what will bring it with them if they're gonna be just quiet.
Most of my friends are at least a little bit interested in personal growth, in mindfulness and everything. So here, at least here in Bali, when you say I go to vipassana, most likely person will answer, nice, I did last year, good luck, you know. So probably, or they would say like, oh my god, I also want to do it, please share your experience with me. So, but this is very like location specific, I would say. So usually people who live here, not tourists, but people who come here, they're really seeking this kind of experiences. But I don't think if you're like in doubt, should I do it or not? Maybe it will be beneficial. Don't do it because it might be beneficial. Do it when you really feel like doing.
After everything you've experienced in this Vipassana retreat in complete silence, if you have to put your biggest realization into words, what would it be?
I would say I have 2 answers to this question. So the first one is that the biggest lesson is what I already mentioned, that everything is passing, right? So everything inside your body and in the world as well, it will be changed by something else. So there is no need to be attached to the things, but also there is no need to be attached to suffering about something which is going not great. But also if things are going very well, it's important to enjoy them, but not to be clinged to that, not to be attached to that. So we just finished recording the pod, and it was also the first time I'm using this camera. It's a totally different skill for sure. But the episode, I think, will come in a few days, in a few weeks. I'm so looking forward for this. We have like a really professional setup here. We have 2 mics, some advanced recording software. The beautiful host is here. How do you feel?
Good now. How do you feel?
I feel amazing.
Yes.
When the podcast is coming?
What do we have Sunday now?
It's Saturday.
Okay, so 1.5 weeks.
Okay, perfect. I think
Wednesday, not the Wednesday that comes, the other Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so softly close your eyes, or if they're already closed, just stay. You can blink your eyes open whenever you get ready.
Let's do it.
They also do hearts.
Rice cards.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was, before I was I had a normal job. I was a product designer, digital product design. So I was doing it over 10 years as a freelancer, and I was under contract from different recruiters. So recruiters gave me the jobs. Say, hey, look here, maybe you can work there and here. And one of the recruiters said, hey, I would like to start a podcast about the best designers, and I want to start with you from all the designers. And I said, wow, nice. But it was so fucking boring, the podcast.
What was boring?
It was like I was in a video call. It was like a Google Meet thing, and he recorded this. The question in a very normal way, or you can ask the same question in a more provocative way that the audience will then get this hook, where you see it all the time, but you don't recognize that.
You mean like this aha moment?
No, he called it hook. So a hook is something which, because normally when you go on TikTok or Instagram, he was explaining that the first 1-2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds, that's the moment where someone is deciding to swipe to the next or to stop and watch it. So you need this hook. The first 3 seconds need to catch the viewer to stay and watch the video, and he was explaining this hook thing.
It's Sunday afternoon, and it's the first time I've taken this camera out. Also, we'll check the sound of the microphone. And I'm going to a meetup with another YouTube creator, Mark Lu. Alright guys, so this is Mark. He's the legend because of the products which he's building and the inspiration which he gives to others. And also he brought like a lot of really amazing and inspiring people here in the south of Bali for a meetup. Mark, do you have anything to say to my audience?
And you said that 2 years ago you were looking at those guys on the internet doing one thing, and now you're doing this exact thing.
Yeah. So
this is
how
you.
it works,
this is
guys.
your,
Yeah.
This is all you, man.
Really, it's such a pleasure to meet you in person.
Pleasure to meet you, man. Cheers.
Greetings from Bali, guys.
Like, oh, we filming each other?
Yeah, we're filming each other.
It's a cockfight.
But yeah, it is.
Are you a content creator?
So, to be honest, bro, for like the last 10 years, I want to start a YouTube channel. But I always was finding excuses like what people think about me or if I'm good enough. And even when I was living in Bali, like, you have perfect conditions. Like the whole world wants to come here and I'm living here. But only after I did vipassana retreat, like 10 days meditation in silence, I'm like, fuck it. Like nobody can judge me because I'm nobody, I'm nobody. I have like no identity. Everything is like so temporary. So fuck it. Let's just follow the curiosity.
Absolutely.
And this is what I'm trying to do right now. Also with the content.
Keep it up, man.
Maybe next meetup we can do helicopter ride.
I'm still super interested in Bali.
Thanks for coming. I think we're gonna be here for the next 30-45 minutes. So what we usually do for these meetups is the third time I do it. So a struggle that they've been through and they want to share that and show like how they overcome it or something like a mini 2-minute story about your life. We're gonna make a little circle and we're gonna welcome that person, and you can just come and share. You don't have to, but you can just come and share. Then we're gonna split into groups of like 3 to 5 people, and one person will share one of their issues. Like it'd be, I don't know how to find ideas, I don't know how to get customers, I don't know how to get in shape. It can be anything you're facing at the moment, and we're gonna spend 3 minutes where the other person is going to try to help.
I think what Mark is doing is amazing because the value of real life events, I think, is higher than ever. Yes, we're all connected on internet, especially after COVID. So many people started to work remotely, including myself. After 5 years of working remotely and not having like a physical team, not having a physical office, not having this familiarity, I think in real life communities, in real life events, have like a huge demand right now. And I'm also personally interested in starting my own one. And hopefully YouTube channel will support this as well. Connecting with the audience in real life, and one of my goals is also to host my in real life meetup here in Bali, or maybe a retreat or surf retreat. So if you are interested, just drop a comment and of course like the video, because this is ultimately the main goal, to build a community. My ultimate goal to show up and to make this video is to connect with like-minded people. And of course, I would like to connect with them in real life, not only online. Hi everyone, my name is Gleb, and I've been in product management for like last 10 years. I built my product career in big tech in Germany. And then I said, okay, I'm done with this. So I didn't have this question, what's it enough? I said, okay, enough is enough. And I moved here, I started a product agency, like bringing early stage companies to the market and supporting with them. And after 2 years of running this, also doing AI automation, I came up to two conclusions. First of all, I don't see business as numbers. I love my business to be extension of me. And I'm not an agency guy. I do it quite well, but still it doesn't really call on me. If tomorrow money is not a question, I would stop doing it. And also I realized that I guess a lot of you here are solopreneurs. I'm also not. Like, I tried this for a while, tried for a year. I love to work with people. So I have a lot of ideas about the next step, which will be connected to my passions, which is like fitness, longevity, lifestyle. And I want to team up with somebody who is on the same vibe, who has the same interests. So guys, if you are thinking about the next step, and this is something which is calling you, I'm here. And also, yeah, let's have a good time.
Landed on some acres, I probably should start buying, but I keep spending money on jewelry and fine dining.
It's 9 p.m. right now, and I just finished working because tomorrow I have a really important project presentation for a client. This wasn't an easy week. I had some ups and downs. I think I started the week very positively, and then to the end of the week I kind of lost my drive a little bit. I didn't land any new clients, and I actually didn't have any new sales calls. However, I spent a lot of time nurturing my potential clients, my prospects, which are now in the pipeline, and I hope I can close them next week. My last video doesn't perform at all. I have like 10 times less views than usually. My goal is not to get views, my goal is to stay consistent, but yeah, of course I'm upset because of this. I cannot ignore this, you know. I put a lot of effort into these videos and I love to see feedback, but when it doesn't happen, it's yeah, it makes me a bit upset, but on the other hand, motivated to improve. I had a few calls with you guys, I had a few calls with my subscribers, and I did something which I was delaying for a while. I recorded some short videos, which I will publish very, very soon. On the negative side, I think this whole week I wasn't really balanced. I didn't sleep well because I stayed up until late. I was using my phone a lot. I have one project right now and I didn't put too much thinking into that, which resulted into investing some time and some resources into something which clients didn't want. So now I have to redo it again, and it's also like a big learning not to get too excited about closing the client, but make sure that I actually understand what they want. And just to finish this video on a positive note, I have a very clear strategy what to do next week. I have my priorities set up, I have my priorities written. Tomorrow I wake up and I just start executing them. There is no good surfing, the forecast looks really bad for the next week, which means I can focus on work. I have 2 weeks left in March to achieve my goals. And even though every single day I'm questioning, like, what am I doing? Is it really what I should be doing? Is it really my highest frequency? Is it really my zone of genius? I have a plan, I'm going to stick to that at least for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give this video a like. It makes me really happy when I see your feedback. Also, there is a link in the description to this video. This link is to book a call with me. This call is not to sell you anything, this is the call, an opportunity for us to get to know each other. I'm really curious to hear your feedback, I'm curious to talk to you, I'm curious to get to know you better. Tomorrow is a new week, it's a new opportunity, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Keep it in coming, 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 keep it in coming.